Good morning. Well, this is Ivan Amara. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not working today. My boss didn't text me. So if I was working, my boss would have texted me. So today I'm off. So yeah, I guess I'm off today. So I decided to make a video in the morning. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy my two videos I made yesterday. I showed you guys snippets of my book. So I'm going to ask you guys, what you guys saw so far, are you guys impressed? Does my book look good? Yeah, Ivan, your book looks sick. Yeah, I know. Well, I told you I wrote a masterpiece. I wasn't joking around. I wrote an amazing book. Holy shit, Ivan, you are an amazing writer, man. Yeah, I am. I told you I have the gift. I'm very gifted. I'm a gifted storyteller. You guys read my They're Unique at the beginning. You guys didn't read everything because when I scrolled down some of I skipped some of the dialogue. You guys read the majority of it, but there's some of it you didn't read. But from what you read from They're Unique, it looks that looks like a 6-star to your story. Yeah, you give a little history about her parents. Yeah, and I stopped it there. I wrote that when I was in college 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I wrote it when I was in college. I wrote that book 8 years ago, man. While I was in college. Yeah. I wrote it when I was in college, guys. Why don't you finish it? I was gonna write They're Unique. And I was gonna write They're Unique and Xanus, but then I was very stressed out because I have to finish Xanus. I decided to just work on Xanus. I didn't finish They're Unique, but I saved the file just in case in the future I want to finish my book, obviously. Because I might end up writing They're Unique in the future when I'm game. Maybe I write it. I end up writing the book. And I release the book. And I end up making the movie adaptation based off my novel, my They're Unique novel that I wrote, obviously. Jake's my best friend. Donna McConnell's best friend's Megan, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. You know, I mean, everything I read so far in your Xanus book, man, your book looks sick, man. Yeah, it's a sick book, man. I'm not showing you guys anymore. I don't want to spoil more of the story for you, man. I already showed you guys enough a sneak peek of my book. And so far, I hope you guys are impressed. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, I liked it, man. Your book looks sick, man. I know it's a sick book, man. It's an amazing book. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece that I wrote, yeah. It's a sick book. It's a sick book, my book, yeah. I read you VJ, sweetie, when you read it. VJ's like, holy shit, Ivan, man. You are a gifted storyteller. When I read your book, holy shit, your book looks good, man. Yeah, like the scene with Tactius. Yeah. Why is Tactius asking what size, why can I leave the walls? Because he's curious. He's like, why is there a wall built? He asked Cassius, and Cassius, I don't want to spoil so for you. And they're eating dinner, and he's like, why can't we leave the walls? And then Cassius like, enough with the question, Tactius, because they don't want him knowing about the demon. You read the passage, yeah, they don't know about the demon walls. But like they said, yeah, he is the Prince of Xanus. He has the right to know. He's Eratat's enemy, and Cassius knows one day he will have to fight Eratat. And he says Tactius will receive his gift that is given to him. Ivan, what's the gift? Well, when you read the prologue, the noble, they forge a sword for Tactius. That's all I'm going to say. The gift that Tactius receives as an 8-year-old kid is his sword made by the Saphians. which ties in to the volume 2 scene with Eli when they throw him in a dungeon. That ties into that scene. I don't want to spoil the story for you. You'll see that when you read the book. Actually, looking at matches that I wrote, man. Yeah. Remember, he's like, your sword, hide it. Serious? He tells Taki that. Yeah, that's the sword. That's the gift, obviously, that he received. I don't want to spoil the story for you. See what I mean? Read the book. Yeah. So, I mean, your book is a masterpiece. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. It's an amazing story. It's a masterpiece. It's a thrill ride, man. Yeah. My book, my characters jump on the page so much that when you read my book, it's like you're reading like a book movie, man, because the characters just constantly jump on the page when you read it. They feel so real. The world feels real. You guys read sections, yeah, and your characters jump on the page. They feel so real. When I read the Young Tactius chapter, Tactius felt real. Yeah. He sounds like an 8-year-old kid. Yeah, even in the Young Tactius scene, Tactius sounds like an 8-year-old kid. Tacitonius sounds like a 10-year-old kid. Tacitonius is like 2.5 years older than Tactius. He's like 10 years old, Tacitonius, and Tactius is 8 in Young Tactius. His Young Tactius is a good chapter. It's pretty good. It's not as good as the other chapters, but it's a pretty good chapter. You guys read a portion of it. It's still pretty good, but it's good enough to keep you hooked. But it's not as good as the other chapters, obviously. Yeah. Your writing's very polished, man. You are gifted. Yeah, I am. There's something very unique about your writing. Yes, man. Even though all these authors, like Jared Tolkien and all these guys, they have amazing words choice and everything. Yeah, you're wowed by their word choice and beautiful language, but is the story moving forward? Is it entertaining? It's still a bit boring, right? Whereas my book, I don't have the big words. I have amazing speech too with the dog. You guys read some of my book. I have amazing speech choice too, but I don't have the kind of speech. Jared Tolkien's speech is so deep and so rich. Like, ere the sun rises, I'm saying, like, spears shall be splintered. Like, it's very, very deep. But is the story is entertaining? It's all about your story. Like, yeah, you may have the better word choices and everything, but is your story more interesting? Is it more entertaining? Are you hooking the reader? That's what's important, obviously. Yeah. Like, critics are gonna be calling my book, yeah, the entertainment ride of a lifetime. Grilling horror, thrilling masterpiece, horror epic, grilling horror epic masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how the critics are gonna be braving about my book behind the scenes, right? When I'm king, obviously. VJ. Yeah, critics are gonna be raving on my book, man. That's why the Gates will enjoy your man, Ivan. Yeah, we now understand why the Gates will enjoy your brand. They know you were a masterpiece. Yeah, your book looks like a masterpiece. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. I showed you snippets of Volume 3, Volume 2, Volume 1. Yeah. What a masterpiece, man. Amazing book. Yeah, everything you show so far, like, you hooked me, Ivan. Yeah, I did. Ivan, I was hooked when I read it. I was entertained. Like, had I read more of that, I would have kept turning the page. Yeah, Xanus is a page turner. Every time you read it, you're just turning the page. You're constantly turning the page. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. One story told in three volumes. Yeah. It's a masterpiece. My book. It's a cinematic masterpiece. It's an amazing book, yeah. It's a masterpiece. it's a masterpiece. Xanus is a masterpiece. An amazing story. Some Sarah. That's why you're looking at an amazing movie. That's why Peter Jackson was telling me, yeah, Ivan, your story will be better than my Lord of the Rings. I know. Xanus will be a better story than Lord of the Rings. Better than Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, man. Better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah. That's why the gates won't control my brand. Because they know I wrote a masterpiece. My stepmother even told me, Ivan, your book is number one. Number one, Ivan. And yeah, if Hollywood would be all over your book, Ivan. I know, but I'm not selling out to the Hollywood system. I don't want to be in Hollywood. I'm not sharing with a garbage wife. You're not touching a dime on my money by that. Money's for me, BJ's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. I have the keys to the game. I have to sell to you, man. All the money in the world goes to you, and you kept me poor for like 40 years of my life. And what? And so I'm not selling to you, man. The money off the book. So me, BJ's not for you. You're just a greedy pig. I have the keys. I have to sell to you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, fuck, man. Like, I don't want Ivan controlling his own things, man. Ivan wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. Ivan wrote a fucking masterpiece, man. I don't want him controlling his own brand. Yeah, because the gates know, yeah, if Ivan doesn't sell those, that's billions for him and BJ. Yes. When I make my 14, 15, 16, 10 billion, whatever, 10 to 14 to 20 off the book. Yeah. And the billions I make off the book, I can start Sky's Entertainment, and I can get the Hollywood actors out of the Hollywood system, but only the chosen ones I can get them out of the Hollywood system. Whereas the ones who are not chosen are going to stay in the Hollywood system, and you're left behind. You get reserved. You're not going to stay in the Hollywood system. Some Sarah. And I pay you more than what you made in Hollywood. You get your free with me and BJ. Because I'm not dirty, man. Some Sarah. I'm not dirty like the gatekeepers. We're going to turn me into a porn star and make me bang my own stepmother. I'm not dirty like that, man. That's fucking dirty, but I'm a clean businessman. I'm not into that dirt stuff. Yeah. Don't make what? These Hollywood actors pay a price to make your money, Ivan. Be clean. Don't be a dirty businessman like the Gates. So be a clean businessman. It's not cool being. There's nothing worse than the actors in Hollywood seeing you as a dirty businessman. No, man. Like, I'm a clean businessman. I'm not gonna have the actors pay to make the money, man. I'm not into that dirt stuff, man. Ivan has all that money, all that power. He doesn't let his power and money corrupt him. No. I'm a good holy man. I don't let my money and my power corrupt who I am. I'm still the same Ivan. Obviously. No, I'm not really the same Ivan. I paid a price. I was an ex-porn star. So in that sense, I'm no longer this virgin square Ivan, obviously, because I banged so many women. Obviously, but I'm still the same Ivan. I'm not going to let my money and my power corrupt me. I'm going to be a good king. Yeah, there's that song by Carmen. You guys all know Carmen? You Christians out there? You know what I'm saying? He's a great God, oh righteous King, ruler of everything. He's a great God, oh righteous King. Yeah, Carmen, the Christian performer. Yeah, all you Christians know what I'm talking about, right? He passed away like 2 years ago, whatever it is. Yeah, he made that song. He's a great God, oh righteous King, ruler everything. I said, yeah. So those are me. Yeah, when Ivan's king, he's a good king. He's a righteous king. Yeah, he doesn't let his money and his power corrupt him. No, I don't let my money and my power corrupt him. I am a good king. VJ is a good queen. VJ is holy too. Even though VJ is a horse, she's holy like me too, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, don't be dirty. We're not gonna make the actors pay a price. No, VJ, they get their freedom with us. We don't want to be dirty, man. Dirty fucking businessman. You don't want to have the actors see you as a dirty businessman. It's not cool, man. Yeah. I can show us more of your book. No, I'm not showing you more, man. I already showed you guys enough. I don't want to spoil it so for you, man. I already showed you guys enough scenes, right? You guys get the picture of my book. Your book looks interesting, man. It looks sick, I know. It's a page turner, man. You keep reading it and you keep turning the page. It's a masterpiece. Because I'm gifted. I have the gift from the heavens. God gave me each of the gifts. Because he knew the gates would lock the doors. That's why he gave me the gifts. I didn't know I had the gift until I started reading. Because back then, when I started writing Xanus, I didn't know I was God back then. I was lost. I didn't know VJ was my wife. And I wrote the book, and I wrote it, and I would read sections of my chapters. I'm like, holy shit, dude, my book is fucking interesting. You know what I'm saying? And once I finished my book and I read sections of my book, I'm like, holy shit, this is sick. This is a masterpiece. You know, when I found I was God, I realized, yeah, God gave me the gift. I have the gift. My writing was not as good before. Like, when I wrote that Islamic story, like, years ago, I wrote, like, 4 chapters. That story was okay. It was pretty good. But that's how I practiced my writing. And I started writing Xanus, and then when I wrote Xanus, I realized, yeah, there's something special about my story. It's a unique story. And I realized, yeah, I have the gift. Obviously, I know how to tell a good story. I'm a great storyteller. I'm not a great writer, though. I'm a horrible writer. Like, my writing quality is not that great. It's not bad. I don't know all these big words and everything. Like, if you see me, if I wrote an essay, if I wrote an essay, my writing wouldn't be the greatest. Obviously. I'm a not bad writer, but I'm not that great of a writer. Because I don't know all these big words and everything, but I'm an amazing storyteller. I made that video, the difference between a great writer and a great storyteller. There's a lot of these kids out there who are smarter than me. They get 80s and 90s and 70s in English. They can write better essays than me. They have better word choices than me and everything. But when it comes to writing a novel, they struggle. They can't write a good novel. They may have better words. Because what the great writer does when they write a book, they rely on their English knowledge to wow the reader with their amazing poetic language and everything. But the story's not flowing. It's boring. They don't have the gift. Yeah. Obviously, whereas Ivan, when he writes a book, he doesn't really wow you with the big words. Sometimes I do. I have beautiful prose and everything. You guys remember, Ivan, yeah, you got beautiful writing. Yeah, it's beautiful writing, but I don't really have the big words and everything. But, like, the story is interesting, and I'm hooking the reader because I'm an amazing storyteller. I know how to tell a good story. I've launched you write your scripts for your movie because I don't feel like writing scripts for my movie. It's fucking a lot of work, man. Yeah. Script writing is tougher than writing a novel, right? I could write a script, obviously. If you can write a novel, you can write a movie. I can write a movie if I wanted to. But script writing is harder than writing a novel, obviously. And I don't want to write The Great Escape. I'll just have Jonathan Nolan and David S. Goyer write it. And I'll be consulting. Because I'm very creative, I'll be with them consulting, giving them ideas. Yeah, I recommend you consult, man. You're fucking creative. Yeah, I'll be with you consulting because I'm very creative. I'm a creative genius. Me and VJ will help you consult with the script, but you guys have to write it. I'm not writing it, man. I'm sorry. Whereas Xanus, I'm going to step down and write that because Xanus is my baby. I wrote it, man. I don't want Peter Jackson perhaps reading my story. I'm scared Peter Jackson might make all these drastic changes to my story. I'm like, Peter, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're going to ruin my fucking story. Peter, man. Yeah, Peter, Fran, and Guillermo del Toro might make so much changes to my movie, man. I'm like, Peter, what the fuck are you doing, man? That's why I want him to co-write with. I want to co-write with Peter. Yeah. So I'm saying, that's why I want to co-write it with Peter, obviously, Peter Jackson. Yeah. We just all shocked. Did you really write that book on your own? I'm like, yeah, I did. Holy shit, Ivan, that's a masterpiece, Ivan. I love the character with you, Ivan. I know. VJ, I know you read the section when Takis gets thrown in a dungeon, right? And Lithia was talking to her father. Yeah, Ivan, that scene was sick. Yeah, I know. powerful scene. Yeah. The story even gets better. That's arguably one of my favorite chapters in Volume 2. The Takis or Colonies chapter, when Takis gets thrown in the dungeon with Pirate and all, that's all I'm going to say. And then Lithia is wondering what's going on because she heard the bell. And she goes to Eli's quarters in his house and she's like, Father, what's wrong? He's like, not now, Lithia. She's like, tell me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that man. Because Eli doesn't like Takis, obviously. Yeah. Well, he likes him at first, but eventually he doesn't like him. I don't want to tell you why. You'll see when I read the book, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. So the Northerns and Southerners don't like each other? No, they don't. The Northerns and Southerners don't like each other, man. When you read sections of my book, they don't like each other. Remember that scene with Cassius, Francis, Cleo, and Sebastian? He's like, yeah. He's like, when you ride to the gate, you will not, as a Southern, you will not be welcome. When you ride to the gate, tell them Cassius sent you. Otherwise, the Northerns will not allow the Southerns to enter the gate. Because they know Cassius, they yeah. Obviously. They don't like each other. I even know the Northern and Southerns don't like each other, man. They don't like each other. Yeah, the Northerns look down on the Southerns. That's why you see Cassie's like, oh, men from the Southern lands. You know what I'm saying? He's arrogant, yeah. And the Southerns see the Northerns as arrogant people. Hence why when Southerns see Northerns in the South, they're shocked, like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Because the North is much better than the South, obviously. Hence why when Eli is like, he claims to be the Prince of Zane, she's like, that cannot be. Like, they were shocked. What the fuck is the Prince of Zane's doing in the fucking South? Yeah, they're shocked, obviously, because why would the Prince come to the South, obviously? Yeah. Why would someone from the North come to the South? That's when my worldling jumps out. It's amazing, obviously. Yeah. I'm sorry? Masterpiece. Yeah. 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 That's why I wrote a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not working today. The boss didn't text me, so I guess I mean he might text me later. But if I worked, he would have texted me yesterday. You work at 9. He didn't text me, so I guess I'm off today. So I'm off today again. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, please show us more. No, guys. I'm not going to show you more. I don't want to spoil more of the story for you. I'm sorry. Ivan, please, man, show us more. No, man, I'm not going to show you more because I'm going to spoil the story for you guys. Well, I'm not really spoiling the story for you guys. I'm only showing you sneak peeks of my book, but I don't want to spoil the story for you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already showed you guys enough of my book, obviously. But I wrote a sick book, man. An amazing book, yeah, man. Yeah. Obviously, it's a masterpiece. So all you Lord of the Rings nerds who read Lord of the Rings, yeah, I mean, Lord of the Rings has better speech. J.R.R. Tolkien has more beautiful, richer speech, obviously, richer world than your book, but there's something about your book that sounds more entertaining than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's why I told you Xanus is more entertaining than Lord of the Rings. I wasn't joking around. Xanus is a more entertaining book than Lord of the Rings. The story it jumps up more. It's richer, and the characters jump up more. You guys read my book, my characters jump on the page when you read it. They feel very real. It's like you're watching, it's like you're reading a book movie, man. Because the characters just jump on the page, they feel so real. Yeah, your characters do jump on the page. Yeah, they do. They jump on the page like crazy, man. That's why my book is a masterpiece. Yeah. It's an amazing story, does that? Yeah. He's like, oh my god, Ivan, your book looks sick. I know, it's an amazing book, man. When you read it, it's a sick book, man. Yeah. It's a book worth billions, man. It's worth billions because I'm a son of God. And I have the keys to get him. But it's also a billion-dollar story. Even if I wasn't the son of God and I wrote this book, the news of this story would travel worldwide and I'd be the next J.K. Rowling. Even if I wasn't the son of God, I'd be rich. So even if I wasn't a special man, I'd be a rich man today. If I wrote Xanus, I'd be rich, man. Because Xanus is a kind of story that would travel around the world. It's a masterpiece. It's the best fantasy novel ever written. I'm not going to say it's the best book ever written. But in the fantasy genre, I don't think anything will top that. Xanus is the best fantasy novel ever written. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Ivan, please show us more. Okay, I can show you a little bit more one more time. And I'm not going to show you more after that because I don't want to spoil stuff for you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. But you guys got a sneak peek of my book. Yo, Ivan, your book is so fucking interesting. I know. It's a masterpiece. It's a sick book. Yeah, man. It's so good, man. You read it and you're just like, holy shit. And you're hooked. Yeah. You're hooked, man. Yeah, man. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. I mean, how do you do it, man? There's something about like your writing that's very unique. Like you know how to hook the reader. Yeah, I know. I showed you their unique. Their unique. Yeah, when I read portions of their unique book, I was hooked reading that. And I look like that's a 6-star to your story. She's in the airport. The cab driver takes her to her friend Megan's apartment. She's getting ready for her hair. Her friend Megan's rich. She takes a shower and she FaceTimes her parents. And they tell her that she should go to college. She's like, I don't want to go to college. And her family's rich, obviously. She's getting ready for the interview at the Bar Grill House. Obviously, and I give you a little history of her parents, how they're rich and they spoiled her unexpectedly, and I ended there. I mean, that sounds like a 6-star to your romance story. I know. That's what I wrote when I was in college. When I was in class, like 8 years ago. 7 years ago. 2018 is what, 7 years ago? Yeah, 7 years ago. I wrote it when I was in class, college. Yeah. I wrote that when I was in class in college. Yeah. Yeah, your book looks very entertaining. Yeah, it is, man. It's fucking entertaining, man. It's so entertaining. It's amazing. Yeah, man. It's a sick book. It's a masterpiece. Do all sections of your dialogue flow well? Like, 99% of my dialogue in my book flows well. Some sections of the book, it's a little more raw, but it still flows pretty well, obviously, because I don't have an editor. Even the best storytellers need editors, right? But I don't have an editor. But I'd rather have no one, I don't want anyone touching my story, so I'd rather leave a little bit of my rawness in there. Like, you caught a little bit of rawness, obviously, when you read sections of my book, obviously, of Xanus, but it's still good quality, obviously, right? Like, some of the dialogue you can tell could use a bit of polishing up. I can perhaps change some of his words here and there, but it's still sick, obviously. It's a sick story. Some saying? Yeah. Because I'm a gifted storyteller. God gave me the gifts. God gave me. We just gifts, man. We're gifted. Yeah. And this book is a journey to me becoming king. And VJ, queen with me, obviously. Because the families don't want me to be king, the bullshit's gonna happen. They're gonna do whatever they can to rank me king because they're crazy people, man. Yeah, man. I have to pay off the $1,300 for the what? $1,300 for fucking government, man. Because the fucking families are wicked people, man. I have to pay that off. Yeah, man. That's why it feels hopeless, man. Yeah, Ivan. The families don't want you being king, man. Yeah, they don't want you being king. That's why they're willing to do anything to prevent me from being king. Obviously, because they're crazy people. Even though I have the keys to the kingdom and I wrote my book, obviously, I own the rights to that. Because the families are so rich and they're so powerful, I'm at a disadvantage. Yes, I have the keys on and sell to them, but because they lock doors with me and I'm poor, I'm at a disadvantage. It's tough for me to what? They're so fucking powerful. They can do shit to what? To prevent me from being king, man. Because they're crazy people. Like, have the cops arrest me, bullshit, throw me in the hospital, sell the house, and I'm homeless, charge me rent. They're fucking crazy people, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll show you snippets of my book one more time, and I'm not going to show anything after this, man. I don't want to spoil one story for you. Be back in a second. I was going to get my phone. My phone upstairs. Let's get everybody on. You don't hate me, guys, in a second. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah, I'll show you the scene before Takis meets Lithia when they're in the banquet hall. I'll show you another scene. That's it, guys. I don't want to spoil the story for you. Yeah. Well, even in this scene, they call Takis Colonius. Yeah, it goes back to. Remember, Sirius, you said your name cannot be used here. So I'm going to say I won't spoil the story for you. You can read this section here. This is when Tactius meets Lithia. Read this section here, pause it, and read it if you want. Obviously. Yeah. You read this section here. Okay, now I'll show you this section here. This is when Tactius and them finally meet Lithia in the banquet hall. Belle and Mary and Papyri. Obviously. You see how Tactius is a cocky, confident prince? Yeah. He's very cocky and confident. And I'll have you read this section here. And that's it. That's when Papyri and Tactius meet Lithia in the book. That sounds interesting. I know, it's a sick book. It's a page turner, I told you, man. When I told you my book is sick, I wasn't playing around. I wrote a masterpiece, man. Every chapter you read, you're hooked and you're turning the page, man. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, you just turn the page. It's a sick book, Jose. I'll show you one more scene in my book, and I won't show you guys anymore. Yeah, your book looks amazing. I know, man. It's a masterpiece, man. That's why the gays won't enjoy Van. I even know how good your book is. But the money off the books for me, BJ, it's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. You're a trillion Mac and you want to take my billions on my book. No way. That money's for me, BJ. It's not for you. Don't hate me. So, no. Okay, I'll show you another scene. What scene is the Lithia chapter? That's the beginning of Volume 2, when Tack is in the meet Lithia. I'm not going to show any more because I don't want to spoil the story for you guys. You guys will see what happens later on in the story, right? What's another good scene I can show you in my book? I'm thinking. There's other good scenes, but I don't want to show you the big scenes. I don't want to spoil the story for you. I'm trying to think here. What's a good scene to show you? My book. And that's it, guys. I'm not going to I keep showing you scenes. I'm not going to show you anymore. I want to spoil the story for you. But that's the scene when Tactius first meets Lithia. And that's it. I'm not going to spoil you. You'll see what happens later on in the story, obviously. I don't want to spoil the story for you. Yeah. Samsara? Trying to think, guys. What's a good chapter? What's a good chapter? A good scene to show you? Because I'm thinking, I don't want to show you the big scenes that spoil out of the story for you. I haven't showed you the Ephesians scene. No, the Ephesians scene's a big plot. I'm not gonna a big plot twist. I'm not gonna show you that. Thinking. What's a good scene to show you? Yeah. What's a good scene? I can show you the end of the Tachys or Colonies chapter when Tacitonius and them arrive. When they talk to Job. Okay, this is the end of the Tachys or Colonies chapter 1. Tachys is in the dungeon. I'll show you this scene here. Read that. That's the ending of that chapter. That's all I'm going to show you. When Tacitonius and Cassius arrive. You can read that, obviously. Yeah. And that leads into the Exodus of Sapphies. And that's the scene when Tacitonius and Cassius, Tacitonius makes fun of Job and everything because the Lords look down and saw him. It's actually funny. Yeah. You'll say I read the book. It's actually funny. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you one more scene. Yeah. I can show you when Tachys meets Papyri if you want. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you guys, right? I already showed you guys enough stories in my book. I want to spoil the story for you. To show you when Papyri. Oh, I'll show you the scene when Tactius has that argument. With Papyri and yeah. No, I don't want to show you the scene. It's a bit too much of a spoiler. I'll show you the scene when... I can show you the scene when Tactius meets... Sirius and Papyri. You can, that's not a spoiler, right? Yeah, I'll show you the scene when Tactius meets Sirius. This is the end. This is when Tactius first meets Sirius and Papyri. I'll show you this scene. I'm not going to show you anymore, guys. You can read that. Why is it highlighted? Because I searched on my phone. When I want to find sections of my book, I search on my phone. That's why it's highlighted. Obviously, because I'm searching on the search bar on my phone to show. That's how I find sections of my book, right? This is the scene when Tactius meets Sirius and Papyri and Cyrus. You can pause and read that. Obviously, you can pause and read that section there. I'll show you this section here. Read that. I mean, that sounds sick. I know. This is volume 1, right? When Tactius leaves the walls. Yeah, you can pause and read that. And I'll read to you the ending here. You can read this section here. Yeah. And that's the end of the 22 years later chapter. That's a snippet of my book. I'm not going to show you guys anymore. Yeah, I even, like, that sounds sick. I know, my book's a masterpiece. Give me a sec, guys. I'll have to use it back. I'll be back in a sec. Skip what you don't wait. Right, I'm back. And that's it, guys. I'm not going to show you any more of my books. I don't want to ruin the story. I already showed you the beginning of the scene when Tactius meets Lithia. Tactius and Papyri meets Lithia, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, even Tactius promises to train Papyri, yeah. Because Tactius has a crush on Lithia. He likes Lithia. They meet Lithia. And he promises Papyri that he'll train him. That's like a sick movie. Obviously. A sick book. And I showed you the end of the Tactius Herculones chapter when Tacitonius and Cassius arrive to Saphius. So I'm going to say, he's like, this horse is thirsty. You know, and they meet Job, obviously. And I showed you the scene, the end of 20 years later, when Tactius first meets Sirius, Papyri, and Cyrus. Yeah, that's the scene when he first meets them in the book. When you read it, and your book looks sick, man. I know my book is a masterpiece, man. Every chapter you read, you're hooked. You're just turning the page, man. It's a masterpiece, man. You know, even like everything you showed us so far, I'm impressed, man. It's interesting, I know. It's a page turner. It's the best fan ever written, guys. It's a masterpiece. It's so good, man. Oh my god, it's so good, yeah. Yeah. That's why the Gay Smokers were, man, I didn't know how good your book is, man. Yeah, when I told you guys I didn't write some shitty book to make money. No, like I wrote a masterpiece. I poured my blood into my book. I wrote a masterpiece. It's gonna be the best $85 you spend in your life, or $22 if you don't want to pay $85. The $22 you're gonna spend is the best $22 you're gonna spend of your life. You pay your $22, you read the book on your lap, and you're like, holy shit, this is a sick book. You get your food, you're just like, yeah, my book is so good that when you read it, you're gonna get your takeout, and you're just like eating your food, and you're like hooked, like you know, it's like, as this shit happens in the book, this shit happens in the book, and you just turn the page, and before you know it, you binge volume 1, you binge volume 2. Some people might binge like the whole book in one day. They just sit down and read the whole thing because the book is so interesting. Yeah. Yeah, book critics will call Xanus, a page turner. This is a page turner. Yeah, Xanus is a page turner. It's a book whereby you read it and you keep turning the page. You keep turning the page. It's crazy, man. Yeah. You keep turning the page. It's crazy. Keep turning the page, yeah, man. It's a page turner. That's why my book is a masterpiece, guys. Yeah, I see your point. If you turn this into a movie, Peter Jackson's like, Ivan, your book looks interesting. I know, Peter, it's a sick book. Ivan, like, it looks more interesting than Lord of the Rings. I know, it's a more interesting book than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has better world building, honestly. My world building is even though J.R. Tolkien has a richer world building, my world building is more unique. There's something unique about my world with the North and the South, and you have the Northers and the Southerns, and you have the wolves. It's a unique world, man. Whereby the Northerners don't like the Southerns, the South is cursed, the North is holy. It's an amazing story. Yeah. So the Southerns, most of the Southerns have never been to the North. They call the North the Heavenly Kingdom. The North is like the Heavenly Kingdom, where the South is cursed. Well, see, why haven't the Southerns been to the North? Because the path to Xanus is dangerous. You have to take the main route through the Blood Valley, but you can get spotted by the wolves. The crows can kill you, or you got to take the path through the mountains. But to take the path through these mountains, you have to go through the bats, and all the demon bats live in there. And what? If the bats see the humans, they'll kill them. That's why the Southerns. Most Southerns have never been to the North. And the Northerns don't like the Southerns. The Northerns will never let the Southerns live with them. They don't like the Southerns and Northerns. That's why the Salvins, yeah. When you read the book, you see some Salvins. They say like, yeah, like every Salvin's dream is to live in Xanus, obviously, but the Northerners don't like the Salvins. That's what we're looking at a master that I wrote. What an amazing story. Yeah, your book looks sick. I know, it's a sick book. It's amazing, man. Masterpiece. It's amazing. My book is a masterpiece. It's an amazing book, man. I wrote a masterpiece, man. It's a masterpiece, my book. You know, that's like we just proud. Yeah, I mean, your book looks sick. I know it's a sick book. You know. It's a sick book, my book. That's why the gays won't join around, Ivan. You know how good your book is. Ivan wrote a masterpiece, man. Once the world reads this book, they're gonna love his book, man, and it's gonna be more popular than Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, more popular than Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Xanus is #1, man. It will beat out Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Harry Potter. You guys read, I showed you guys all the sections in my book. Are you guys impressed? Yeah, I am impressed. Yeah, it's interesting, man, yes. And you guys all read Lord of the Rings and you read Game of Thrones. You see a difference, man. My book is more entertaining, these books, man. Yes, they have those books have better word, the richer speech and dialogue and everything. You know what I'm saying? The richer speech and everything, and it's beautiful, but like the story's a bit more boring. The story is not as entertaining. My book is entertaining. When you read it, it's like reading a book movie, man. Because the characters jump on the page. It's crazy, man. Yeah, if your characters really jump on the page, yeah, they jump on the page like crazy. They feel so real. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, your book looks interesting. I know. It's a sick book. Well, I told you guys my book is amazing. I wasn't playing around. It's a fucking masterpiece, man. Whereby you're like, damn, man, holy shit, man, that's fucking entertaining. Yeah, it's entertaining, man. It's entertaining, my book. When you read it, you're hooked and you just keep reading. Yeah. Yeah. That's why when I said all these big authors like Brandon Sanderson, even though Brandon Sanderson's an amazing author, J.R.R. Tolkien is arguably the best fantasy author. Some people think Brandon Sanderson's better than J.R.R. Tolkien, obviously. Even though George R. Martin is an amazing writer, he wrote Game of Thrones, the successful trilogy series Game of Thrones. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter. All these fantasy authors, when they read my book, they're gonna feel like shit because there's something with Ivan's story that's more entertaining than ours, and it stands out from our books. And like Ivan took me for a joyride when I read his book, man. Like I was fucking hooked, man. I binged like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 in like 3 days, man. You binge the whole thing in 3 days, and once you read the book, you're like, holy shit, that's a fucking masterpiece. And the story blows your mind away. Yeah, you're shocked with my story. The whole be shocked with my story. Holy shit, I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece. Amazing book. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Sick book. God gave me the gift, man. I'm gifted. So now you guys believe I'm gifted. Yeah, Ivan, we believe you're gifted. Yeah, you proved we see what you're saying. I thought you were good, but I didn't know you were this good. Yeah, when I told you I'm gonna gift the story, I wasn't playing around. Like Yeah, I'm like when you said you were an amazing storyteller, we thought you were good, but maybe not that good. Then you read. I showed you where I wrote down for their unique. I showed you where I wrote down for my book. Obviously, I showed you snippets of my book, and you guys are like, "Holy shit, man!" Like, Ivan is fucking gifted. Yeah, he's a gifted storyteller. Gifted. VJ's gifted too. VJ can write a book too. She has a gift like me. Yeah, I can write a book. Yeah, VJ's gifted. VJ has a gift like me, obviously. VJ's gifted too. She can write music, amazing music. Yeah. Because God gave me, both me and VJ, the gifts because He knew the gates will lock the doors on us. That's why God had to give me the gift. Yeah, Ivan, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom, but because the gatekeepers are going to lock the doors on you, I'm going to give you a gift. That way you can make your own album, or you can write a book, write your own movie. I decided to write a book. I'm going to give you a gift. That way you can write your own book. And He gave me the gift, and I'm able to write my own book, my fast novel that I wrote. Some Santa. Yeah. Are you smart of a person, Ivan? No, I'm not. I'm pretty dumb. I'm not that smart of a person. Compared to a lot of people, I'm pretty dumb. But I'm a creative genius. I'm very creative. I have the creative gift. Yeah. Yeah. And I told you my idea for the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? This is from the top of my head. From the top of my head, I already have an idea for the Matrix story. I have an idea for the Great Escape story. I'm creative. Yeah. I'm very creative. Yeah. Yeah, you sold me, man. You are a gifted storyteller. Holy shit, your book looks sick. Interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting story, man. It's amazing. That's where looking when I tell you Xanus will be a masterpiece when I adapt the movie, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. Looking at the best movie shows ever made. I guarantee you, even Yvonne, Joe J. John Boyega, and G1 and Sue and Andy Sayers like, holy shit, your book looks sick. I know, guys, it's a sick story. That's why they're gonna. Yeah, I can't wait to be a part of that fucking story, man. Yeah, looking at a masterpiece, man. Best story ever told in motion picture. Yeah, man. Amazing movie. Yeah. Is some of your writing a little bit raw? Yes. You guys read some of my book. You could tell, even though it's beautiful like writing, beautiful prose and everything, you can tell some of the word choices in the dialect. Ivan could have used an editor. He could have made a few word changes here and there, but still top notch quality, right? Because even the greatest storytellers need editors to edit their book, but I don't have an editor. I did everything myself. Hence why you'll catch a bit of rawness in some of my writing, but it's still amazing. It's amazing writing, right? Yeah, I mean, it's good writing, man. It's good quality, man. That's good quality storytelling, I know. Your characters really jump on the page, Ivan. They feel so real. Yeah, they feel real. Yeah, it was genius. Whereas Lord of the Rings, the characters don't jump on the page a lot, man. They feel very dull and boring. But J.R.R. Tolkien's world building jumps out because he describes everything. His world building is very beautiful, J.R.R. Tolkien, but his characters are dull. They don't really jump on the page. Whereas my book, the characters jump out on the page as I showed you guys. They feel real. Yeah, Ivan, they feel real. And because I make them feel real, the world building also jumps out in my book through the characters' perspective, their speech, what they think, how they act in the world, their interactions with other characters about the world. This guy's from here. What is he doing here? And it makes the world building jump out when you read my book. It's a masterpiece. I'm a genius. Ivan, will you read your book once you're king? Yeah, I will. Once once I release the book on Lulu, I'm gonna reread my book again, the whole thing. I reread the whole thing. And once I read, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I wrote this, man. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece. I can't believe I wrote this. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, your book looks so interesting. It looks like a book you can read over and over again. Yeah, Xanus is the kind of book you never get tired. You can never get tired of it. That's how amazing a writer I am. Yeah. See, a lot of books, like after you read it 2-3 times, you won't read it again. Xanus is the kind of book you can reread over and over again until you pass away. You're never gonna get tired of it because the story is just so good. It's so entertaining. You read, you want the best experience of your life, guys, will be your first time when you read it. And once you read it, you're gonna wish, oh, I wish I can go back and read it for the first time again because you didn't expect this would happen, obviously. And once you know what the story is about, holy shit, that's a masterpiece. You're gonna go back and read it again, but now you know what happens. Even when you read again, you're gonna be entertained because the story is a masterpiece. It's a page turner. It's an entertaining story. I'll see some center. It's a masterpiece. Peter Jackson, your story looks interesting. I know, Peter, it's a sick book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't wait to adapt that story. You know what I'm saying? Mel Gibson's like, your story looks interesting. I know, it's a sick story. Though Ivan, like, your fantasy world feels very unique and interesting. Yeah, it is. It's a unique fantasy world. Even though Jared Tolkien has better warbling than my book, my warbling is more unique than Jared Tolkien's. There's no warbling like mine. Like, no fantasy book has a warbling like mine. My warbling is very unique. How you have the north and the south. The Northerners don't like the Southern Sounds like the Northerners. You have the animal here, the wolves live in Barak. The bats live in the biggest caverns. You know what I'm saying? It's a very unique world. My worldling is amazing too, but it's not as good as Lord of the Rings. But my worldling, I think, is more unique than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, even though it has more lands and everything, it's a deeper worldling. It's not as unique as my worldling. My worldling is very unique. With the North and the South, it's an amazing story, man. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, so far everything you showed us was good, man. I was hooked reading it. Yeah, when you read my book, you're gonna be hooked reading it. You're gonna be turning the page, man. You constantly turn the page and you're hooked. It's a page turner, my book. It's a masterpiece. Hey, man. That's why the gates weren't really bad, Ivan. Oh, goodness, man. They know you wrote your masterpiece, but I told you, man, I'm not selling to you, man. That money off the books for me is decent, not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. You're blinded by your envy and your greed. Yeah. All the money in the world goes to you. You make your choice and you make a big deal over making $50 million. You're fucking crazy, man. Oh my god. Greedy psychopaths. Yeah, they're greedy psychopaths. Yeah, he's like, oh, your family greedy psychopaths. Yeah, man, they have their trillions in their bank and you're gonna make him a do making, I don't know, $50 million. Man. You're fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I don't want you being a billionaire man controlling your money. I'm envious. Yeah, they're crazy people. The mess I made. Yeah. But I have the keys. I'm not selling to you, man. I know it's scary to die, but I'd rather wake up warm and late and have you do like that, man. No way. I'm not doing that, man. No way. And destroy my life. I don't want to share with the garbage right of the world, man. So I'm sorry. Yeah. I guarantee even Sam, when Sam was like, Ivan, man, your book looks sick. I can't wait to read that, man. I know, Sam. Yeah, your book looks sick. Yeah, I know. Look, an amazing story. You get biblical symbolism in Xanus too with Tactius. But Tactius, Xanus is not. Xanus is not a biblical story. Like when you guys read my book, it's not a biblical story. It's a fancy story like Lord of the Rings. But you can get a little bit of biblical symbolism with Tactius, and Eretat's the devil, and you have Ephesus, and you have Papyri. You kind of get like that symbolism of like Jesus' disciple, right? Like you read that section when Tactius first meets Lithia. He's like, I'll train you. I'll train Papyri. Tactius ends up training Papyri. Papyri doesn't know how to fight, and he wants to learn the Xan arts. And Tactius promises him, yeah, okay, if you come with me and talk to the woman, I'll train you. And Papyri is like, really? You know what I'm saying? And that's how he ends up striking a deal with Papyri. And that's how they end up meeting Lithia, obviously. Are you going to show us more of that scene? No, I don't want to spoil the story for you. That's all I'm going to show you. That's the beginning the beginning of Volume 2 when Tactius meets Lithia. And Papyri meets Belle, and they meet Mary too. I read you the beginning of that clip, of that section of my book. I'm not going to show you more. I don't want to spoil the story for you. And that's why Xanus is a masterpiece, and it's the best story ever told, man. It's a sick book. Yeah, I love that scene when he meets Lithia. I know. It's a sick book. It's so good. I know. It's such a good book. It's a masterpiece. I know. It's a sick book, man. Yeah. He's like, oh my god, and I can't wait to read that book. I know, VJ. It's a sick story, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why VJ's proud of me, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, you did it. You wrote your masterpiece. You have the keys. You own the rights to your book, but like, you can be king, but because the gates don't want me and you being together and being king and queen, they're gonna do whatever they can to try to bullshit happen. Yeah, they're fucking crazy people, man. Yeah, man. They might even delay it to even when I'm 50, when I'm king, perhaps. They might delay it. Yeah, man. When you're king, when you're 50, will you still make Xanus? Yes, I will, but the actors will be older, obviously. But I can still make the movie, but you can do like, have them put makeup on them to make them look younger. But I will not be king when I'm 50. I'll be king maybe in my 40s. Early 40s, I'll be king. 40, 41, I'll be king, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I guarantee you, even Keanu Reeves, holy shit, Ivan, your book looks sick. I know. It's a sick book, Ivan. I know, guys. It's a sick book. Yeah, that looks like a masterpiece. I know. It's a sick story, but you'll find out when you read it. But I wrote an amazing book, man. Ivan, you are a gifted storyteller. Yes, I am. Obviously. Yeah. Ivan, can you write a good script? Of course I can. If you can write a novel, you can write a screenplay too. Screenplays are a lot tougher to write because you have to constantly visualize what you want to happen. Because I'm a creative genius, I have all these pictures in my mind. I can write an amazing screenplay too. But screenwriting is a lot tougher than writing a novel because it's motion picture, right? Screenwriting is motion picture. So every scene you write, you have to like have the picture in your mind as you're writing each scene. It's a bit tougher. A novel is similar to that. You have pictures, but it's not motion picture, right? But if you can write a novel, you should be able to write a screenplay. I can write a screenplay, but for a screenplay, I need help. Obviously, that's tougher to write. Obviously, that's why I need Peter helping me, because Peter has that experience. He wrote Lord of the Rings. I need Fran and Guillermo to help me when I write Xanus, obviously. Because I'm creative, I'll be having Peter's like, Ivan, you're a genius, man. You have all these good ideas for your story, Ivan. I know, Peter. I know. I said, Ivan, man, how did you write this book, man? Like, your book is a masterpiece. I enjoyed your book more than Jared To's Lord of the Rings. I know Peter's better than Lord of the Rings. No, seriously, Ivan, man, your book is better than Jared To's Lord of the Rings. I know Peter's better than Jared To's Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I know, it's crazy, huh? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man. Fucking crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll show you one more scene. Now, I won't show you any more, guys. I keep delaying, but I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you one more scene. This is when Tacitus gets captured. Tacitus and Cassius talk to Job. I'll show you that scene. I'm not going to show you more after that. Yeah. Why isn't it popping up, man? This is really, really pissing me off. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. This is a scene. Okay. I'll show you this scene here. This is the Exodus, the beginning of the Exodus of the Sapphius chapter. The beginning of it, obviously, right? I'll show you this scene here. You can read that. Pause and read it. I'll show you this scene here. This scene's funny with Job, Tacitus, and yeah. I'll show you this scene here. You can read that, guys. Pause and read it. And I'll show you this scene here when they talk to Eli, and that's it. I'm not going to show you anymore. Obviously. Yeah. And that's it. No more, guys. I'm not going to show you anymore. Yeah. That's the scene when... Yeah, so Tacitus is in the dungeon, and now you guys understand the rest of the story, right? Yeah. the fate of Taki is at stake. That's all I'm gonna say. I won't spoil the story for you, obviously. Alright, that sounds sick. I know. My book's a sick book, man. It's an amazing book. Masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. It's a sick story. Yeah, but every time I read sections of the book, I'm entertained. Yeah, my book is a page turner. Some sections are not as good, obviously. Some sections it's not as entertaining. It doesn't flow as well, but it's still good and pretty good enough to keep you hooked. And you keep, but most of it is top notch. Like every time you read, you're just hooked, and you just keep turning the page and you're entertained. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Like no author kept me hooked the way Ivan did. Like Ivan kept me hooked when I read his book. I was fucking entertained reading his book, man. Like it was a fucking page turner. I know, it's a page turner, and you just keep reading. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man, that's why Xanus will be the best movie children made, man. When I say it'll be the best movie children made, guys, I'm not playing around. That scene with Job, you can picture Andy Serkis in that scene. Yeah, and John Boyega and Jimon Su in the movie. Yeah. You locked my cousin, the prince, in change from a Selvin as well. No, Zangus Tacitonius, they look down and saw he's blocking Job. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. So Cass Tacitonians are shocked. Yeah, they're shocked. Like, they're shocked that a Selvin would lock Tactius, who's the prince of Xanus, and put him in a dungeon. They're shocked, obviously. And that's why they had to talk with Eli, obviously, and that leads to the rest of the story. I don't want to spoil the story. You're looking at a sick story. Yeah. I knew it to be true. You know, saying Lithia, and Eli is like, silence, daughter. Like, at a sick story. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your writing is very good, man. Like your writing for fantasy world is very good. I know my writing is very good. Amazing storyteller. My book's number one, man. Number one, man. Yeah, man. My book is number one. It's number one, my book. It's a masterpiece. I'm not showing you guys anymore, man. I don't want to spoil the story for you, man. I already showed you guys enough symbols in my book. That's enough. I haven't shown us more. No, I'm not going to show you more. I don't want to spoil the story for you, man. You'll find out what I mean when you read the rest of my book. I wrote a masterpiece, yeah, man. I wrote an amazing story. Yeah, I guarantee you all the Lord of the Rings actors, when you guys read snippets of my book, you're like, holy shit, man, your book looks sick. It looks better than Lord of the Rings. Yes. When I tell you guys my book is better than Lord of the Rings, I'm not joking around. It's a better story than Lord of the Rings. You guys all read Lord of the Rings, right? All you Lord of the Rings nerds, all those Lord of the Rings actors read Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, obviously. Probably the best fantasy literature ever written. But my book will beat it. It's the more entertaining story. You guys read my book, yeah, Ivan. Your book looks more entertaining than Lord of the Rings. Yes, it's a more entertaining book than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has richer speech and dialogue and everything, but like the story is not as entertaining. It's a bit some sections it's boring. You got to force yourself to read 20 pages. My book is a page turner. Like every page, every chapter you read, you're hooked, and you just keep turning the page, man. Like it's crazy, man. That's why I told you. When I said Brian Durfee will binge my book in one day, he'll binge the whole thing in one day. Oh, Ivan, your book was so good. I binged all 3 volumes in like 8 hours. 7 hours, I finished your book, Ivan. He's going to binge the whole thing. Brian Durfee, when he buys my book, he binged the whole thing in one sitting. Because Brian Durfee's a book nerd, right? And he reads 100 pages an hour. Because my book is so interesting, Like but you read it. Before you know it, a couple hours go by, you're 100 pages into my book, and you're so hooked, you just keep reading it, man. And you before you know it, you binge it for like 6-7 hours, and you finish the book. You're like, holy shit, man! This book was like, man. Ivan took me for a fucking ride, and this is the best fantasy novel ever written. I know, it's a masterpiece. It's an amazing book, man. Yeah, man, masterpiece. That's why the gay smokers are bad. Like, they know how good your book is, man. I wrote a masterpiece, man. And they don't want you being with VJ and being king and queen with her. They're fucking crazy people, yeah. So I'm saying, huh? Oh. Yeah. One story told in 3 volumes, guys. Ivan, what's the best volume? Well, it just depends on your taste. I showed you guys snippets of volume 1, volume 2, and 3. In my opinion, volume 3 is the best. And volume 2 is a close second. And volume 1 for me is the worst. But some people might like volume 2 the best. They might like even volume 1 the best. Because volume 1 is like the life of the Xanians behind the walls of Xanus. The first half of it is about their life in Xanus behind the walls. But then when Tacius leaves the walls and Cassius and his 50 men go to look for them, that's when the story really picks up. As I showed you yesterday, when they arrive to the south. Sorry, they don't meet Francis, Cleo, and Sebastian in the Blood Valley. They meet them in Cyrus. No, they meet them at the Blood Valley. They meet them like when they just arrive in the south. Hence why Tacitus is like, better is the north. This place is a ruin. Yeah, it's different. It's a different atmosphere, different than the north, obviously. And they see 3 Southerns who escaped the landmarkings of Cyrus. Now, you guys read that scene when they're did you see Tacitus? Yeah, when Cassius asked him, he was talking to the 3 guys. Yeah. Some people might like volume 1 the best. Some people might like volume 2 the best. Some people might like volume 3. But most people are going to like either volume 2 the best or volume 3. Because volume 2 is very interesting with Lithia, when they meet the Southerns, and the captured scene with Tacitus and Tacitus. The Tacius or Colonius scene I showed you guys